Hello guys, now we have to start English 2, The Tempest. We are in Act 5, Scene 1. Act 5 has only one scene. Alright, so good morning to all of you. Today is Thursday, date you see here, 28, 20, class 12. Subject we have the textbook, The Tempest, Act 5, Scene 1, line 61, page 107. Alright, so we are going to start from there. See here, last time I told you that all these characters, the spirits, those who were, you can say, dwelling, you can say here, then they were living. Okay, they have come there, and now see what you can say here. Prospero. Here he has said Prospero. It is a long speech, and see what he says here. That all you can say spirits. Okay, they come there, and here Prospero. He has brought, you can say, those characters: Alonso, Antonio, Sebastian, and Gonzalo, and they are kept, you can say, in a circle, and they are spellbound. Spellbound, there you can say unable to speak, there you can say speechless. Alright, Prospero, he requires, you can say, one solemn air. Solemn air is serious music. That serious music will cure their insanity. Insanity of Alonso, Sebastian, Antonio, and Gonzalo. Gonzalo is not much, you can say, affected, because Gonzalo was, supposed helping Prospero. So Prospero has always a soft corner, you can say, in his heart for Gonzalo. That is what we are going to see in this, you can say, dialogue. From here, solemn music, re-enter Ariel. Ariel comes there. He has brought those characters, Alonso, Antonio, Sebastian, and Gonzalo. After him, Alonso. So after Ariel, Alonso comes, the king of Naples. Okay, with a frantic gesture, he comes there, Alonso comes there, who is making wild gestures. Okay, faces, he is making faces, gestures on his face. Okay, attended by Gonzalo. So frantic gesture means wild gestures. And then attended by Gonzalo. Gonzalo also comes, you can say, along with Alonso. Sebastian and Antonio in like manners. Sebastian and Antonio also, they come there, you can say, in the like manners. Like manners means they are having wild gestures. Okay, so then come, you can say, Sebastian and Antonio, who are making similar gestures, wild gestures. Okay, who are attended by Adrian and, you can say, Francisco. They are attended by Adrian and, you can say, Francisco. Adrian and Francisco, they are lords. Lords to Alonso. Okay, now say here, they all enter the circle which Prospero had made. They have to, you can say, remain in the circle which is, you can say, drawn by Prospero. And there stand, you can say, charmed. And there they have to stand there spellbound. Spellbound means speechless. They cannot, you can say, speak, because their mind, you can say, is not working. Insight is, you can say, taken away. They are kept, you can say, in a state of sanity. In a state of, you can say, in a state of madness. Okay. Then say here, and there stand charmed, which Prospero observing speaks. They are kept, you can say, in a state of insanity, and Prospero, you can say, observes them. He will perceive them, and then he speaks. Prospero speaks. What now Prospero speaks? A solemn air. A solemn air means a serious music, and best comforter to an unsettled fancy. And this solemn, you can say, music, serious music, that's a solemn air, a serious music, that will cure their, you can say, mental faculties. Mental faculties, you can say, of Alonso, Sebastian, Antonio, Gonzalo, are, you can say, not working properly. They are not able to reason out. They are not able to make out where they are. It is not working. Mind is not working. They are kept, you can say, in a state of insanity, and or you can say in a state of madness. Then say yes, to an unsettled fancy. So this solemn music will cure their insanity. They will, you can say, they will be made normal. They will get insight. They will start reasoning. They will start thinking. They will make out of where they are, who are, you can say, in presence of them, who are, you can say, around them. All these things they will make out. Cure thy brains. This solemn music will cure their, you can say, insanity. Their brains, you can say, will be cured. They will start thinking, reasoning out, and so on. Now useless. Without solemn music, their minds are, you can say, useless. Not, you can say, working, not thinking, and so on. Then say, boiled within thy skull. Now see there, you can say, a state of great, you can say, turmoil, you can say, created in the strong, in the minds, you can say, of those characters. In a state of great turmoil. Okay, tornado is created, you can say, in their mind by Prospero. Okay, their mind, you can say, is not at peace. They don't have peace of mind. They are, you can say, of course, kept in a state of insanity. Then say, there stand. There these characters are standing. This Alonso, Sebastian, Antonio, and Gonzalo. Now say here, for you are a spell stopped. Now you can say there, you can say, spellbound. Stand there, where you can say, they are, you can say, they are standing in the circle, because they are absolutely incapable, you can say, of moving, on account of, you can say, the power of Prospero's magic. So these characters are kept, you can say, in the circle. They are, you can say, incapable of moving away from there. Neither they are able to think anything, because they are kept, you can say, in a state of madness. So for you are a spell stopped. Holy Gonzalo. Holy Gonzalo, of course, you can say, Holy Gonzalo is, of course, you can say, an honest man, and he is a counselor. He is an old man, honest man. He is a counselor. Okay. So Gonzalo, you can say here, he is a pious man. He is a holy man, pious man. So Holy Gonzalo, honorable man. He is, of course, you can say here, a pious man and honorable man, holy man as well as respected man because he is, of course, an old man, and he is a counselor. Now see what he says here. Mine eyes even sociable to the show of thine fall fellowly drops. Now he says here, since you are shedding tears, I am also tempted, or you can say your shedding tears affects, you can say, my heart, and I am also, you can say, about to shed tears. Prospero tells Gonzalo, you are a pious man, you are a holy man, you are an honorable man, you are a respected man. So here it says here, mine eyes shed tears of sympathy in response to the tears which I see in your eyes. So just I see, you can say, tears in your eyes. My eyes also, you can say, are ready to shed, you can say here, or sympathize, you can say. My eyes are, of course, shedding tears in sympathy of, you can say here, or in the response, in sympathy for, you can say, your tears, or here say, shed tears of sympathy in response of the tears. Here, sympathy of response to the tears which, you can say, I see in your eyes. In other words, when I see, you can say here, tears in your eyes, okay, my eyes are also, you can say, ready to shed tears, because here, you can say, my eyes shed tears in sympathy in response to the tears which I see in your eyes. So since you are, you can say, shedding tears, I am also tempted to shed tears. Then say here, the charm dissolves, you can say, apace. Now you can say, it says here, my power, my, you can say, magical power is losing, you can say, its charm. It is losing its power. So my magic, you can say here, my magic power is losing its power rapidly. Then say here, and as the morning steals upon the night, melting the darkness. Now it says here, as morning, you can say, in the morning, light, you can say, is seen, light appears, and darkness disappears. So slowly, of course, you can say, his magical power, you can say, is losing its effect, its power. So, and the morning steals upon the night, melting the darkness. So their rising senses begin to chase the ignorant fumes that mantle their clear reason. So this solemn music, as morning dispels, you can say, the darkness, from the earth. Likewise, the solemn music is of course clearing their of course a cloudy mind, the mind which is you can say fogged and so on. So the solemn music will cure their you can say mind, and it will start working. Minds you can say of Alonso, Sebastian, Antonio and Gonzalo. So here see, begin to chase the ignorant fumes. Fumes you can say have a smoke. Fume means a smoke. So as you can say light falls you can say on the earth. In the morning the darkness disappears. Likewise the solemn music, the serious music, just you can say it falls you can say in the ears you can say of these characters Alonso and Sebastian, Antonio and Gonzalo. There you can say of course fogged mind. There you can say cloudy mind. Okay, gets clear. Starts you can say starts becoming fresh. You can say it is becoming clear. They can think, they can reason out, they can of course they will have insight after listening to the solemn music. Okay, now say here, oh good Gonzalo, oh good man Gonzalo, my true preserver. Okay, you are you can say responsible for preserving my life. Do you remember when Gonzalo, okay, when Gonzalo was you can say in Milan, okay, and here Prospero and Miranda, they were forced to leave you can say Milan in the middle of the night, and they were forced to get into the ship, and then after that you can say in the boat. So in that boat, Gonzalo supplied all essential things for Prospero. Gonzalo supplied like drinking water, okay, linen you have you say warm clothes, and then books of magic and other required things which Prospero used you can say in his daily life. So he is responsible for preserving Prospero's you can say life. Oh, my true preserver and a loyal sir, and you are you can say of course loyal to him. To him means to Alonso. You are loyal to. You are loyal means faithful. You are faithful to Alonso, whom you follow. Whom you can say, whom Gonzalo you can say is of course following. He is you can say of course with Alonso. Okay, to him you followest. I will pay thy graces home, both you can say in word and deed. He says, I will repay you. I will repay you for you can say your services. You have you can say rendered you can say to Prospero. You have rendered to me. So Gonzalo has rendered service to Prospero. Gonzalo has served you can say Prospero. For that, Prospero is going to pay in words as well as you can say in deeds. In appreciation as well as you can say in deeds. He will of course appreciate him. Either you can say he will do something that okay we shall see as we proceed in the textbook. Home, both you can say in words and deed. So he says, I will do so both you can say by words and by deed. Prospero you can say is going to pay to Gonzalo in word as well as you can say in deed. Most cruelly didst thou Alonso use me and my daughter. You were you can say very cruel to me as well as to my daughter. You dislodged me in the middle of the night away from Milan, and you took us, me, okay, and my daughter Miranda, many miles you can say in the ocean, and then you forced me and my daughter to get you can say into the boat, okay, and you can say we were left in the lurch. Okay, thy brother was a further you can say in the act, and your brother Sebastian, okay, was of course you can say here your helper in this respect. Your brother was of course helper you can say in this work, in dislodging me and my daughter away from Milan. Thou art pinched for it now. You are of course you can say punished for what you have done. You are punished for what you did to me and to my daughter. Flesh and blood, you brother mine. Now you Antonio, you are my you can say own flesh and my own blood. That entertained ambition. Okay, you were so ambitious. You were so ambitious. You were, you can say, so influenced by, you can say, your ambition as to drive out all pity and all, you can say, of course, natural feelings from your heart. You made yourself hard-hearted person. You removed pity and, of course, you can say, natural feelings from your heart. And you forced me and my daughter Miranda to leave Milan in the middle of the night. Whose inward pinches therefore are most strong, and of course you can see here your of course suffering, okay, inward pinches, okay, your mental torture, you can say your inward suffering, your agony, or you can say here more severe than others. because you have, you can say, usurped the throne of, you can say, Milan, my dukedom. You have taken dukedom by force from me, whose inward pinches therefore are most strong. It says here, in collision with Sebastian, he, you can say, of course, made alliance, you can say, with Sebastian, who is experiencing most sharply the fangs of, you can say, his conscience. Fangs, you can say here, agony, suffering, you can say, his conscience. Okay, his heart, agony, you can say, his heart, you can say, is more severe, given by Prospero with the help of Ariel. Would here have killed your king. So here say, Sebastian would have killed, you can say, your king Alonso, in hope of becoming the king of Naples. I do forgive thee, unnatural though thou art. So I also, you can say, forgive you, though you can say you are unnatural, you are very cruel, you can say you are, of course, you are a stone-hearted person. Okay, you are influenced by, you can say, your ambition to become, you can say, a Duke of Milan. Though you can say you are unnatural, you can say you are a very cruel person, you are a very bad person, I have forgiven you. I do forgive thee, unnatural though thou art. Their understanding begins to swell, just because solemn music, you can say, is operated, and they, you can say, it falls, you can say, into their ear. This Alonso, Sebastian, Antonio, and Gonzalo, they hear the solemn music. Of course, what happens there? Understanding begins to swell. They are able to reason out. They are able to make out what Prospero is telling, who is that man standing in front of them, that is Prospero, but they are not able to recognize. He sends Ariel to, you can say, his cell. Cell means cave. And from there, you can say, he brings, you can say, his garments, attire, garments, and you can say his rapier, that is the dagger, when he brings and he puts on, because he has a long beard now, Prospero. And Miranda, you can say, is not, you can say, a small infant, a small baby. She has, you can say, become, you can say, a grown-up lady, 16 years old. Okay. And the approaching tide will shortly fill the reasonable shore that now lies foul and muddy. Now say here, and the approaching tide you can see you have in the ocean. But here their mind is going to be restored. Reasoning power is going to be restored. They will be able to reason out, insight they will have, and so on. So what it says here, Prospero, and the approaching tide, okay, and the rising tide of their senses, yes, the rising tide of their senses will soon, you can say here, bring back them their reason. Very soon, their reasons will be, you can say, of course, brought to them. So, what it says here, their understanding begins to swell, and the approaching tide will shortly fill the reasonable shore. So their senses will soon, you can say, bring back. Their senses will soon bring back to them their reason. Okay, which is at this moment befogged. So at that moment, their minds are, you can say, befogged. They are not, you can say, able to reason out, make out, think, understand, ponder, and so on. Then say here, that now lies foul and muddy. There you can say brains, okay, lies foul and muddy. That means they don't have insight. They are not able to understand anything, all these things. Okay, they are kept, you can say, in a state of insanity, or you can say in a state of madness. Not one of them that yet looks on me or would know me. So now none of you, those who look at me now, will recognize me. Nobody will recognize me, those who are, you can say, standing here and looking at me. Because his beard, you can say, is quite long, his hair is also, you can say, quite long. So he is not able to be recognized. His identity, you can say, is not clear after 13 years, after many years. Okay, he has also, you can say, grown old, and Miranda, you can say, has become, you can say, a youth. Okay, now see, Ariel, fetch me the hat and rapier in my cell. Okay, he says here, Ariel, go to my cave and bring my, you can say, garments, bring my rapier, you can say, dagger. I will put on those things, then of course they will be able to recognize me. Exit Ariel. Ariel goes to cave, Prospero's cave, and brings his garments, his clothes, and his dagger. I will discase me. I will remove, you can say, my the dress of magic, this robe and okay, I will remove this and I will put on that dress which I used to put on, you can say, in Milan. And myself present as I was sometimes Milan, and I will, you can say, present myself before these characters, Alonso, Antonio, Sebastian and Gonzalo, as I was putting on, you can say, my dress, you can say, in Milan. That dress I will put on and I will of course show myself to them. Quickly spirit, he says here, be quick Ariel, don't waste time. Go to my cave and bring my garments, and you can see the dagger. Thou shalt ere long be free, I will soon set you free. Go and bring, you can say, my garments, my dagger, and I will set you free very soon. Re-enter Ariel, who sings while helping to attire him. He means Prospero. So re-enters Ariel, he comes on the stage and helps, you can say, Prospero to put on the attire. Attire means dress. Now see what you can say, he sings. Ariel sings a song. Where the bee sucks, there suck I. He says, I suck, you can say, sweetness from, you can say, same flowers. I suck sweetness from the same flower from which the bees, you can say, suck, of course, the sweetness. So I will suck, you can say here, sweetness from the same flower from where the bees suck, of course, you can say, sweetness. Bees, you can say, they, collect honey, so they suck, you can say, sweetness from the flowers, and they, save, or they can say, accumulate honey, you can say, in the hives. So from there I will suck sweetness. In a cow sleeps well I lie. He says, I sleep, I take rest in a you can suppose, flower, bell-shaped flower. So I take rest in the bell-shaped flower. It is called the cow sleeps. The cow sleep. Okay, now say here. There I couch when owls do cry. There, of course, now I remain, you can say, resting when the owls, you can say, when the owls utter their cries. So when owls, okay, cry, produce, you can say, crying sounds, I, of course, remain there. I remain there. So there I couch when owls do cry. So there I remain resting when the owls utter their cries. On the bat's back I do fly. And then he says here, I fly on the back of the bat. I fly on the back of the bat, searching for summer. So on the bat's back I do fly, after summer merrily. So he says here, I fly on the back of the bat, searching for summer. Summer is, you can say, quite pleasant. Summer season, you can say, is for poor people, and as well for rich people also, but for more for poor people. And winter is only for rich because it requires a lot of, you can say, warm clothes, lot of facilities. Many facilities will be required for life to live, you can say, a good life, a comfortable life. Poor people cannot afford, you can say, beautiful house or a very good house or costly house or all sorts of, you can say, things which of course will be acquired or, you can say, possessed by rich people. So here he says here, I fly, you can say here, on the back of the bat, searching for summer. Then say here, merrily, merrily shall I live now. He says here, I shall now live happily and joyously. He says, here you can say things, I shall now live happily and joyously under the blossom that hangs on the bough. And he says, beneath the blossom growing on a tree branch. So he says, I shall now live happily and joyously beneath the blossom growing on a tree branch. All right. So today we have done only this much, and we shall start, you can say, here tomorrow or next time when I get the class. Okay. So till then, okay, only this much. Okay, bye.